In this video, I will be showing you mastering property types in Notion tutorial. So let's get started. By the way, what is this property in Notion? Or properties in Notion rather. So Notion properties are comparable to spreadsheet fields or columns. They specify the many characteristics or attributes that you wish to monitor for every record in your database. So this one is a sample for investment properties. So for the name, you can just leave it with name right here. Now, if you want to edit or delete a property which you think is unnecessary, you can just delete property or edit property. So this time, I want to change tags to company name. To add property, click this plus icon, search for the specific property that you want to add, for example, cost, and then this type is number. Okay, so obviously for numbers, you can add something here like the number or how much does it cost, something like that. Okay, so this is an example, and I'm going to tell you one by one, I mean, the purpose of this or each of this property and why is it important for this database or for every database. So as you can see, I have added this company name, and to add again, you just have to click edit property. So search for the type is text, and rename this as company name. Okay, so text because you just have to write something here. You just have to add something like the company name. Okay, so you have to select the text type every time you want to input words, something like that. So that's the first thing. So the second we have here is how to add this number property. So as you can see, all you have to do is to click plus, or let's just say this one, edit property, tap edit property. Okay, and now look for type, and then look for number, and then rename number as cost. Okay, so you can see here the cost, and if you want to edit the name, you just have to simply change this, for example, bill. But for this time, we're going to use the word cost. Okay, so that's how you edit a name or property here. Okay, and aside from that, if you want to change the currency or if you want to add a specific currency here, then you just have to click this number format. So for this time, we select US as our main currency here for our number property. So for a quarter, this one is actually the type is select. So from a list of tags, you can select one option or two option or three option. This one is beneficial for categorization or what we call grouping. For example, if you want to add option like high, low, or medium, and you want to set this, for example, this company name or this cost into low, into medium, into high. So you can just simply click from any of this blank here under quarter. Next we have here is this multi-select. So you just have to click edit property, go to or add type like multi-select, and then you can add option here. Now, what is the difference between select and multi-select? In the Notion, a multi-select database attribute appears as a column with values drawn from a variety of alternatives. One or more options may be present in each row compared to select. As you can see, I have added options here in one box. So that's the difference. Date. Obviously, if you want to set a date or if you want to target a specific date, then you just have to click this date. The type is date. Then you will see the whole month, you will see the whole year. And also, this date here in Notion allows for the input of like a date or a range, time optional, especially with the calendar and timeline views. Very helpful for deadlines. So, very helpful for deadlines and reminders. Okay. Now, next we have here is who. So, what I did is that I just had to tap edit property, look for person, okay? And then you can change or rename this to who. Then you can add people here. Okay, so you just have to add the name of the person. If they're already in your Notion, then they will obviously or automatically appear right here. And all you have to do is to tap their name. But since I haven't added someone here in my Notion dashboard, so I can only add my own name or even my email address, something like that. So next property we have here is this checkbox. So all you have to do is to click this, edit property, okay. Look for the type checkbox. Okay, click this one. And then you can rename this as completed. Okay, so use checkbox to indicate if a condition is true or false, or finished or not, complete or not. So this one is very useful for monitoring a small task or completed task. Next we have here is files and media. And then you can just simply add a file here or a picture, okay, or a video. You just have to paste the link from that site. Okay, edit property, and then look for files and media, change this to column here or whatever you like. Link is this one is URL. So you just have to go to property and then look for URL and then paste the link that you've copied from the website. Okay, it will take them directly to this page. Okay, so next property we have here is email. So you just have to go to edit property, look for email, and obviously we can input the email address of the specific person, group mate, workmate, or friend. Now, if you want to integrate your Notion, for example, aside from email address, or if you have tons of tasks to connect to your Notion using email address and other things here, then you can simply try this Zapier. So the integration of Zapier or Gmail with Notion is that the Gmail to Notion add-on lets you easily save email messages from Gmail to your Notion database. So it is with the help of course, Zapier. If you want to automate emails or something like that, then you can just simply go to Zapier. Okay, next we have here is phone. So you just have to go to edit, go to type, and then kindly type phone. Then you can rename this, or you just have to leave it as phone, something like that, and you will add the phone numbers of your members here, or that specific person, okay, or workmate, or your boss. Okay. And then we have here formula. So what is this formula in Notion? You can add a formula property to a Notion database, which enables you to perform various computations and functions based on their characteristics. Formulas can be used to modify already existing data and produce a wide range of other useful values. Okay, so all you have to do is go to edit property, go and type formula, and then you can rename this or not. Okay, and then we have here relation. So here all you have to do is to go to type or edit property, go to type, go to relation, select that page or database. Okay, so by creating a connection between two distinct knowledge bases or databases, relations in Notion let you see and access information from one database inside the context of another. So we have here another property is a roll up. So what is this roll up? So you can combine and work with related items and their properties using the roll up property here in Notion. Expense categories and individual expenses are related in the basic example. So, for example, you can add up the cost related to a category using a roll up attribute. So, these are the sample of the property that you need for sample for investment property. But actually, you can add more. You can add property which you think is necessary for your investment property. Now, if you tap this first one here, and then you can simply see all the properties that you have added. You can add a cover, you can add an emoticon, emoji, and you can rename this. So this is just a basic tutorial for mastering property types in Notion. If you have found this video helpful, simply leave a like below or subscribe because it helps me reach more people. See you soon.